Hello and welcome to the House of Knowledge. My name is Katekaev Г.М, and the topics of our webinar are Paul Cezanne and ecotourism. So, who was Paul Cezanne? Paul Cezanne was a French artist born in Aix in France on January 19, 1893. Philippe Auguste, his father, had quite a successful business as the co-founder of a French baking firm. Hence, the artist had the luxury of attending a good school that helped enhance his skills. He was enrolled at the College Bourbon, and this was also the place where he met another brilliant person named Emile Zola. The two became friends, although Cezanne pursued painting while Zola became a great literary artist. In 1856, Cezanne took up drawing and painting lessons at the École des Beaux-Arts. Unfortunately, his father was against his decision of becoming an artist. Thus, to please his father, he decided to attend the University of Aix-en-Provence, to take up law studies. To give way to his passion for the arts, he also continued art studies while pursuing law. This allowed him to develop his artistic skills and follow his father's intentions of sending him to law school. With Paul Cézanne's dedication to go to Paris, his father soon allowed the young artist to follow his dream. In 1861, Cézanne joined Zola with the hopes of pursuing art studies at the Académie des Beaux-Arts. Sadly, he was not able to make it in this school as his application was rejected. As an alternative, he attended the Académie Suisse for Art Studies. In his 4 decades career, Cezanne created more than 900 oil paintings and 400 watercolors, and his works influenced Pablo Picasso and Henri Matisse and paved the way for modern art. Cezanne is regarded as no less than the father of modern art, an opinion strongly held by Pablo Picasso, among other major figures of this century and the last. Paul Cezanne was my one and only master. Cezanne was no Michelangelo or Vermeer. As many art critics have observed, Cezanne had to work very hard to produce the kind of finished as images as Degas could create with a few deft strokes. Cezanne's genius, uncommon reputation, and popular appeal have to do with his mind and eye, his color and line, the power of his brushstrokes. He could perceive and retrieve the very essence of an object or place, his legendary deathly clock, his verdant French hillside landscape, to other artists, and his composition was akin to God's. So, this is the uh, short summary of his life and work. Let's remember the vocabulary of the video lesson. Bridged the gap, contribution, composition, perspective, depiction, legacy. As for the second topic of our webinar, it's ecotourism. And I want you to tell about the best places for ecotourism in the world. Let's begin. Costa Rica, the country undoubtedly most associated with ecotourism. Costa Rica has made a name for itself as a travel destination because of its well-protected natural beauty. The South American country, with coastlines on both the Caribbean and Pacific, is almost one-fourth rainforest, the main draw for visitors. In addition to the rainforest, there are breathtaking volcanoes and pristine beaches, both of which add to the stunning biodiversity in the country. If you'd like to stay in eco-friendly accommodations while there, you'll have plenty of places to choose from. Norway. Norway might not be a place that first comes to mind when thinking of ecotourism, but the country's culture of trying to live sustainably has influenced its travel industry extensively, especially in the Norwegian fjords. Fjord Norway is even one of four pilot destinations of the Global Sustainable Tourism Council's program for new criteria for destinations. Among other things, the government ensures that fishing, hunting, and drilling for oil are well regulated in this area. Kenya. Kenya is one of the prime destinations to take an African safari due to its grasslands full of animals such as giraffes, lions, and rhinos. However, the country has more to offer than that, with beaches, coral reefs, and mountains as well. Such varied landscapes means that Kenya has a lot of biodiversity, especially of birds. Though the country has lost many animals to illegal poaching, organizations within the country have done their best to make sure travelers respect the ecosystem, to make sure mm, you are traveling sustainably. You can stay at some eco village houses or eco village hotels. Palau. Palau, an island nation in the western Pacific that is part of Micronesia, is known more for its oceans than for its land. Off the coast is beautiful, crystal blue sea home to coral reefs and hundreds of species of fish. On shore, the country has diverse forests and untouched beaches. The country has dedicated itself to preserving such beautiful landscapes by making much of its reefs no fishing zones. Additionally, the Palau project, part of Blue Planet United, brings university students to Palau to learn about the island, makes documentary films about the country, and supports ecotourism. Galapagos Islands. In 1978, the Galapagos Islands were declared the first ever Natural World Heritage Site due to the amazing and unique fauna that call the archipelago home. Luckily, the country has a directorate of the Galapagos National Park, which implements a visitor management system to make sure that the natural area is respected and tourism remains sustainable. If you go stay at the villa in the Galapagos, where the owner has taken measures to save electricity and reduce waste. Next is Iceland. Iceland has recently become a top tourist destination as it lures visitors in with its remote beauty. The country is the cleanest energy consumer in the world, and travelers can reduce their footprint by camping instead of staying in big hotels, or hiking, biking, and horseback riding instead of driving when exploring the country. Amazon rainforest. The Amazon has already suffered extremely from climate change and the encroachment of human beings. But some areas around the huge forests are aiming to change that by having native become guides to lead tourists around the forest in ways that are sustainable and even promote the health of the ecosystem. While travel lets you see the world, it is also has a significant effect on the environment, from the high carbon dioxide outputs of short-haul flights to wasteful single-use plastic containers. Your travel habits might be having more of a negative impact than you think. So, enter ecotourism. My friends, thank you very much for attention and thank you for choosing the House of Knowledge. Goodbye.